Can you hear me now? Okay, so I'm going to have to start all over again because we had no sound. I'm quite sure we have sound now. I can see YouTube's a little bit different to Facebook, and I obviously have my microphone turned on. Yes, so excited. Okay, so I'm going to start all over again. So tonight I'm using some new products, a little sneak peek from our new annual catalogue. So this is coming up on the 6th of May. So I will be doing a catalogue launch on Facebook on the 6th of May, and I will put everything up on my Facebook page and my blog. So you can find it in either of those places. So also on the 6th of May, we have our online exclusive coming out, which is absolutely beautiful line. That's not in the catalogue, that's only online. And we also have 2 new kit collections coming out also, which is online. Okay, so if you're interested in any of those things, you can go to my shop, which is, or my site, teresabrownstamping.stampinup.net, and have a look around. You can shop, there's a little love heart there, create an account, and you can get, today and tomorrow only, double rewards. So how does that work? So say for instance you place the $100 order. You've got to place a $35 or more to get the double rewards. But let's just say you place a $100 order and you got $20 rewards for that normally. And then this today and tomorrow you'll get $40 rewards. So that's $40 free spending. So it works like that. Okay, so I hope you understand how that works. But it's so exciting to be back. I hope people find me over here on YouTube because it is hard switching over, but Facebook's changing a lot and they're only keeping our videos for a month. And I had to find somewhere else to do my videos so that I don't have to spend a lot of time downloading. Where here I can copy a link. Okay, so let's get on with our tonight's show because exciting, we're using the Storybook Garden Patch. I'm not actually using the stamps tonight, but I just wanted to show you. This is an amazing set, and this is coming up in the new catalogue, so just absolutely beautiful. Tanya, good to see you on. Oh, this is working. So I'm so excited. It's nice that I can see comments because I wasn't sure whether I was going to. And it goes with this. Now, before anyone tells me I'm back to front, I know I haven't worked out yet how to mirror image or flip it over, but I'm quite sure if someone knows, they might tell me. I'm also using tonight our beautiful two-tone cardstock. So you can sort of see it is two-tone. It's light on one side and dark on the other. So thanks, Elizabeth. I'm glad to be back. It will be a little bit, it'll be a little bit random at the moment. I'm feeling up to doing things, but I'm hoping to get back into the swing of it more. Now, the Storybook Designer Series paper is just absolutely beautiful, but it has all these die cuts. You get 2 sheets of these die cuts in here, which is absolutely beautiful and perfect for not just card making, but for scrapbooking as well. And I thought, well, let's do a little book tonight because I think that would be really lovely. But let me just share a couple of the other pages for you. This is on one side and this is on the other. And some of the dies fit around the, also around the Designer Series paper. So this is one of the sheets I'm using a little bit tonight. The thing that I like about it is that you can use it for children, you can use it for adults. So you can use it either way. So that's perfect buy, I think. So the other one is this one. This has got fruit and veggies on one side and little cottages on the other side, which is really gorgeous. Now this one's interesting because this has got a lot of cutouts on it, which I've actually cut some out already for tonight. So it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love the ducks. How gorgeous are they? And then on the other side, it's like frames. Now, the good thing about this set, and that I love about the die set, where did I put them? I just had them here, didn't I? In my hand, hot little hand. Oh my God, where did I put them, Teresa? You can see I haven't been back for a while. I'll find them. But the dies have got beautiful frames in them, so you'll love that. I'm going to be using one tonight. So also this one, which I'm using tonight as well, this side. But if I was doing it for a child, I could use that side. Okay. Or even a dog, even a gardener, someone that loves the garden, that would be perfect for, and on this side here. So you get 2 sheets of each, which is really, really good. Now, I'm going to bring you down to my work area because we're going to make a mini album. So I will put the measurements up over on my blog probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll do it tonight. I'll see how I feel after this, but yeah, I'll put the measurements over on my blog and a photo and everything over there on my blog. I have posted my blog onto my Facebook page, and I will add it tomorrow when I have done it all. Okay, so let's hope I'm feeling good tomorrow, which would be really nice. Okay, now the first thing we need to do is choose your paper that you want to use. So this was on one side and this was on the other side. Now this is just a normal 12 by 12 piece. I haven't cut anything off the length. I've just cut it off at 14.5 down the side here. Okay, so 14.5 down the side. I'm just going to put my instructions around here at the moment. Oh, I can find, I've just found my dies. See, when you're not looking for them, they're there. But let me just share with you these dies. They're absolutely beautiful. And then we'll go on to the measurements. Have a look at all these little frames in here. They're absolutely beautiful little frames that you can cut out. And I'm going to share with you tonight. I'm going to use, I think this one tonight, which I cut out earlier. Now, I have done a lot of prep work tonight because my hand is still not 100%. I've still got numbness in my right hand, so I can't do too much for too long. And yeah, you can sort of see it's all numb. I've got filling in this, yeah, we'll just see how we go. So the measurements again were just the full length of your 12 by 12 paper. Trim it off at 14.5. And then go along around with your, either your, if you've got a glass mat, you can do it on the glass mat. So you can just measure it at 2.5 and 2.5. Okay, and then turn it around and do it again this way. So you're going to do it 2.5 all the way around. So I have done that, 2.5 and 2.5, and then I've drawn the lines. Drawing lines on there. So I'm just going to bring this up closer so you can sort of see the lines that I've drawn on there. Okay, so that's our cover, but we've got a lot more to do with the cover. We need some more pieces. So I've got a few pieces here. You can use whatever colour you want, but these are 10 by 10. So you need 2 10 by 10 and 1 10 by 5. 10 by 5 or 10 by 7? This one's 10 by 7. Okay, I think that's the wrong one. Let me just have a look. Oh no, it's the right one. It's the right one. Sorry guys, I'll be with you in one tick. I'm just making sure I haven't done anything wrong here. I know it's this one I have. I thought I did, because it should be 5. 10 by 5. When I was packing up all the pieces before putting them in order, I've actually grabbed one of the pieces that go to the binder. Taking this one out. Easy done. Now the reason why do we rule it? It gives you a guide to help you, and I put a bit of tape in here, which is just the tear off tape. So I'm just going to put a bit of tear off tape there, and I'm just going to line it up to the top of my top corner. Now it will probably hang down a little bit at the bottom, but that's okay. Okay, as long as you've got it along your top line and down your center line. Then I'm just going to take my tear tape off this piece. And everyone knows that we have beautiful tear tape in our collection. It's one of the best, honestly. And as you see, I didn't use a real lot. And I'm just going to put that into the corner of this and come down. Okay. And then this one goes into the middle. So make sure you're lining that up there on the middle. So tear tape, really easy to use. Now with this one, with this middle piece, I want to put two pieces. So why didn't I put it right around to hold these pieces in? And the reason I didn't do that is because sometimes if you use the liquid glue, you know, our green glue, it can bubble the paper or make it look unsmooth. So you only need a little bit in there because you're going to build onto all this. So I'm just going to take the tear tape off. Don't forget to leave a comment, say hello. It will put your name in to our monthly draw. And unfortunately, I didn't get enough sales for the tote bag. I was really hoping to give some lucky person a tote bag, but a little bit short upcoming, so lots of doctor's bills and that to pay. Didn't happen. So once you've got all that done, you're going to come in and use your bone folder. This is where your bone folder is going to come in really handy for you. Okay, so you're going to come in with your bone folder and you're just going to crease it over with your bone folder. Now, why didn't I score it first? Okay, I'm asking the questions that I know that you're going to ask me. Why? The reason why is because if you put your sheets a little bit out of plumb, you don't want that score line there that people can see. Okay, you want a nice straight line like that no one can see any other score line. And we're going to come in with this side now as well. So just take your time doing this. And it's just the most gorgeous little book. I mean, I can't remember the last time I made one of these, probably in my scrapbooking shop many years ago. Well over 20-something years ago. Well, I've been in Stampin Up coming into my 19th year. So I would say, open that up then. I would say probably, yeah, 20 years since I've made one of these. And I had to dig up the pattern. I sort of half remembered it, but not all the measurements. I knew what I wanted to do anyhow to share with you because this is just so cute. And this paper is just so beautiful. Okay, so we've got all this. Now we need to do a little bit more on this now. We need to grab our paper scissors or our paper snips, and we need to cut through here, cut the corners off. Okay, and I'm finding it a little bit hard cutting with my right hand at the moment. Sorry about that, it's going to look a little bit on the awkward side. It's really hard when you've got numb fingers, you can't feel them, or numb, and my palm in the back of my hand. So it's getting better, definitely getting better. They were very happy with it at physio, but it's still very annoying, and I can't do what I love doing every day. Okay, now we're going to do some little V's in here as well. Okay, so we're going to do some little V's in here. Who loves doing mini albums? Oh God, I used to make so many of them. And I used to make them with, you know, doing also like the shabby chic and make the ribbon roses and things like that. Oh my God, lots and lots to play with. So we're going to come in here. I should have probably done this earlier, but I didn't want to because I wanted to do it with you. But yeah, sorry about the cutting because I've got no much. Okay, and now this one here. I've been dying to get back. So really dying to get back. Okay, might look a little bit messy, but we'll be covering it over anyhow. So we're going to glue all these down. So I'm going to get the glue now. You can use the tear tape if you want to, but I'm going to use my liquid glue. I'm just going to put it on here. So what's everyone been up to? It's been such a long time. I mean, I've had so many appointments and just gone through 9 weeks of blood noses. Oh my God. 9 weeks of having balloons shoved up my nose, and oh, that sounds terrible, but it's just been horrible. Just been horrible. Oh, better do this one too. So I hope you've all been really healthy. It's good to see you all back here. I'm so excited to see that this is working, and I hope eventually we get a lot more people coming over here onto YouTube. And I had to make a decision whether I was going to keep doing it on Facebook and making it really a lot of work for myself to save those videos or to change it. And I decided to change it now. A new fresh start on YouTube. Okay, so now you've got all that like this. Now we need to make sure that we need to just run this through. So I like to fold it and just make sure that we fold it over and get that seam happening through there. Okay, and you can see that that still holds really tight. Okay, it's all holding the pieces in really good. So now we have another piece that's going to come across here. Okay, so it's going to come across here, and I'll give you the measurements of this. So this one is 25.5 by 10, and then you've scored it at 10, and you've scored it at 10. Now, the good thing about this is you can use whichever colour you want. If you want the dark side showing up, you can use that. If you want the light side showing up, you can use that. I love this two-tone cardstock. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, the reason I did these in orange and not blue was just so that you could see them a lot easier. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to see things. So I'm going to glue around this. I don't know if I'll get it all done in half an hour, but we'll see. I did do a lot of prep work. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. Now, make sure you put that down nice and flat, and you've got that border going around. So line up your little score lines there, and hopefully we have got it where we want it. Okay, so once again, we're going to come in, going to make sure that we score. You're going to need a bone folder. It's going to be your best friend. Okay, you make these little books. They are absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see how gorgeous even just the cover looks. Okay, so how do we put our pages in? That's the next question I would ask. And I'm doing this in orange too, mainly so that you can sort of see. Because if I do blue over blue, you can't quite see what I'm doing. So this is 10 by 7, and then you score 1 centimetre down the 10 centimetre side, and you do that on all 3 pieces. And this one is 10 by 5, Excuse me. And this one's 10 by 3, and I've scored them all 1 centimetre. So I'm going to grab that bone folder. You're going to love your bone folder. Okay, so we're going to do this. When I had the scrapbook shop, we used to make a lot of albums. Sorry, because it was a scrapbook shop. We still did cards in there, but we did a lot of scrapbooking in there and lots of mini albums, and got a tickle in the throat. Sorry, guys. Lots of mini albums and things like that. So it's a lot of fun coming back and going back through all my patterns and reusing them. I love it. So we've got this one, and then this one. Okay. Now these are going to stack in. Okay, so we're going to add some glue down here. At least I can talk this week properly. I don't feel like my... It's really hard to talk when you've got things up your nose. But, yeah, at least I can talk a lot better. Okay, so we're going to stick this one into the centre. So eyeball it if you want to. Or if you're a fussy person, you can... I like to eyeball, but if you're a fussy person, you can mark it before you stick it down. Okay? But I'm just going to come down and make sure that they come to the score lines, to the underneath score lines, so it fits in that spot like that. So there's your 1 centimetre score line, so you can use that as a guide, and then they'll come up like that. Same with this one here. Okay, this one's going to go in there, and you can put it between your score lines. Just don't forget to glue just the centerpiece, not the score lines, just the bottom, not the sides. Okay, and this one's going. So you can open it up if you want to, because you can use your score lines as a bit of a guide. Now we have this. Okay, so that's why I did it in orange, so that you can sort of see. Okay, and it works in really well because there's got lots of colours in this paper. Okay, so now we're going to glue this bit, and if a piece is like just haven't put it in properly enough, just trim that little bit off the bottom. I've gone off guard. My fingernail is sticking into my finger, into my hand. I could feel it, and that's okay. This is the first day in 6 months I've come back and done anything, and I'm so excited. This is the first project I have done in 6 months after being in intensive care and having a heart attack at Christmas time. So excited back doing what I love every day. I've missed all my beautiful customers and friends on Facebook, but we'll still be doing Facebook, and I'll still be doing my specialty class over on Facebook, but all my other projects will be on here. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Okay, so can you see that all the things are hanging down? Hopefully. Okay, put this aside for a minute, because now we have the next step. The next step is to cut out 6 of these, and in designer series paper, whichever colour you want. And this is 20 by 10. They're all 20 by 10. Now, you need 6 of them, so I've already folded, they're just scraps. I've already folded 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's a scrap too, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So I'm just going to fold these over. So bone folder again. Don't need to score with your paper trimmer if you're not too sure, but bone folder is a really good way of doing it. And over this way like this. Now you need to put these in some sort of order. So I'm sort of going to go that one, that one, that one on that side, I think. You can have all the same, but I had these pieces left over, so I just thought I'd use them, and then I'm going to use this one on the top. So I'll use that one on the bottom. I should have had another one of these. I don't think I've got any more of that paper left, but that's okay. And then I'll put this one in the centre, and then this one on top. Or if you want a different one on top, you can bring a different one on top. You could even bring this one on top if you wanted to. It's going to go that way, but when you turn it, this way. Okay, you saw all that, didn't you? Okay, so let's start. So we're going to start at the back of our book, or should I say the back of our book here, and there my, if you want ribbon, you need to put ribbon in now. Okay, so let's do that, because if you want ribbon to close the book, you need to do that now. Now, the easiest way to do this is just measure it on your measure. You know it's 10, so just put this right on the 5 and bring it across and rip it and turn it around and do the same on the other side. Love the tear tape for this. Love it for scrapbooking. Okay. My poor hands. Okay. So make sure. Now I'm just going to use a white ribbon, a bone ribbon I mean. It's a bony, it sort of goes well with this. It's more bone, I think. Anyhow, use whatever you've got, okay? There's no right or wrong. We've all got a massive drawers full of ribbon, I'm sure of it. I know I have. So I'm just going to stick this on to there. And then leave a generous amount, because you can always trim it down. Leave yourself a bit of a generous amount to get a nice bow, okay? Because you want that. Oh, well, that's crooked, Teresa. But not that you see it, but okay. So stick this on. And then leave yourself a generous amount. Okay, so if you don't want ribbon, you don't have to put ribbon on it, but I do love, the good thing about the ribbon is you can lift it, okay, on this tear tape. So if it's not straight, you can lift it off and put it back on again. Does that look pretty straight? Looks pretty straight, so make sure it's pretty straight, okay. Then you're going to cover this, and you can either cover it with the animals, or you can cover it with the same as what's on the front. Okay, so I'm going to do the same as what's on the front, because this one's going to be for an older person. Okay, so you can do this for an older person. You can do it for a young person. Okay, so we're going to stick this over. It has got a little bit of a border around it, because remember it was 9.5 by 9.5. So you get that nice blue border around it. Where was the other piece that I had? Here it is. And then the same with this side. Put your border on here. And we're going to decorate these pages up. And if I don't get time to decorate the pages up today, International Scrapbooking is also on tomorrow, but I would have to pick a time, and I'd just put it up on my Facebook page that I'd be going live to decorate it. Unfortunately, I don't know how my day goes from day to day at the moment, or how I go from day to day. Okay, so now you've got your 20 by 10, and you've folded it at 10. So these are 10 by 10. So these are going to slip in behind here. So you're going to slip this one in behind here, and it's going to then glue onto this one. So those orange bits are going to be in the middle. Okay, so let me just share that again. Share it on this side. You stick it in underneath and then come down. Now you're only going to glue across there on the 3 sides. You're not going to do the top because they become pockets. Okay, so we're going to go down the side, a little bit down the side, across the bottom. Always make sure that you get it across the bottom. You can use snail, not snail, seal plus if you really want it strong, but I don't mind this. So this side hasn't got the glue on it, so you can hold that side perfectly. So turn it upside down when you're working on it, because then that way you can sort of put that right on the fold and line it up, close it down, and then come down over the fold. So that's your first page done. I'm just going to have to move that over a fraction. Make sure that you use your bone folder and really give it, because we've used the liquid glue, really give it a nice little wedge there. Okay, so we've got our first page in. Now you can do all your pages exactly the same colour. Did I do? Yeah. This is the top. Yep. So your top you can sort of, no, that's the bottom. I turned it around. So this is your top up here, and you'll see, I'm just going to grab a piece of paper. Okay, I've got a bit of paper here. You can see that no filling. You'll be able to put things in here. Okay, so you can sort of see. I won't do it just yet because it's still wet. Okay, so we've got our first page. We've got our second page. So once again, you know that you're working upside down. Make sure that it's at the top. The opening's at the top, which is going to be towards you when you're working upside down. So across here, come down here. I put a little bit on there as well, and then up this side. Okay, so we know we can hold this bit. Now we're going to go into that second page. Line it up into, I'm just going to move these over so you can sort of see, hopefully. Line it up into that bit where the score line is. Bring that one down. And this piece should line up there. Okay, so that's our second page. Once again, get that bone folder, give it a really good varnish. Okay, so now we've got our third piece. So once again, we're going to have this as the opening up the top. So you can hold the top because you know you're not going to put glue on the top. So it makes it easier to line those pages up, especially when you're doing a scrapbook or a mini scrapbook. You're going to love this scrapbook. The good thing about this is it can also be a great fun fold card if you wanted to do it as a card, and you could put lots of things that whoever you're making the card for, you might want to put lots of things in it that they love. The one thing you have to be mindful of is making sure that you put it on straight. Okay, so you can sort of see now we've got 3 pages there, and I'm just going to bring them over this way as well. Who's liking this so far? So you've got your pages there. And now we're going to do this side. Now this side is going to be done the same, up and down, because you want to be able to hold your opening, but it's going to go this way. So this is going to be the bottom, and this is the top up here because it's opened. Okay. So I'm going to bring the glue down. Sorry guys, might be out of your sight there for a minute. I keep forgetting I had to change my camera a little bit. Okay, and then make sure that you come down this bit too. And you've got the opening to the top, but we're coming in this side. So we're going to start off this time, the bottom one again. So bring that over and start off with this one. So you're going to put it in there. Oh. Push on it and then come down. Make sure that I like using this glue, because if you need to, you can just move it around a little bit to get the page to go where you want it to go. Okay, so we're going to put this one in next, and then this one, I think. Or will I have the two the same in the middle? I don't know. We'll put the two in the same in the middle. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, but let's do it. Like I said, I haven't even had a play for that long. It's been, Kat said to me the other day, it's been 6 months. I said, I know. And it took me quite a little bit of time in my own time to prep this for, whoop, wrong way around. The opening's at the top. Okay, so it took me a little bit of time to prep it all up today, so that I didn't have to do too much, because I know my hand wouldn't have handled having to do the whole lot. Now we're going to go over a little bit over half an hour. Sorry guys. And then we'll put this one in. So this is really part one, how to get your pieces going and making it, and then I'll come on tomorrow and do part two. Hopefully tomorrow night at 7:30, but if I'm really tired, might not happen. I'll see how I feel. And then this one on here. Oh, my fingers don't want to work now. Okay, very good. Let's stick all that down. Make sure that you get it nicely stuck down, and then come back and make sure that you do these pages as well. Okay, so make sure that you give them a bit of a score, and we've got our pages all happening there. You can even add more pages if you wanted to, but I'm just going to add that many. We've got our page up the right way, because you can tell by our little scroll there. Okay, so the next piece is decorating it up, and I'll do that tomorrow, because we're going to do a shaker on the front, and we're going to use some of the decorations from our pack, so through the book as well. And I'm not sure if I'll get time to get the photos, but there will be a place where the photos can go. So this is the start of our book. Okay, I do like to keep my videos around half an hour, because at the moment I've always kept them at half an hour, a little bit over sometimes. Really good to see everyone on here. I'm going to bring this up and say hello. So good to see you on here. So you can sort of see now we've got the start of our little album happening here, which is really, really beautiful, and our pages. And tomorrow we will decorate it. Don't forget, if you want to place an order and get the beautiful suite that I'm using tonight, it's, what's it called? Storybook Moments. The Storybook Moments suite. When you get the new catalogue, if you're a VIP customer, your catalogues, I think, have been posted out. Cass was posting them out. I'm not sure if they're going, if they went Friday or if they're going Monday, but keep an eye out for your catalogues. And if you're not a VIP and you'd like to be, please contact me, and I'm happy to put you in my VIP membership. Okay, so God bless you all. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's lovely to be back. Let's all have fun, and we'll have fun tomorrow. Bye for now. Now I've just got to work out how to turn it off.